Beep beep. What is up, guys? My name is Sam World, and welcome to this next episode in Start to Finish, where we're going to be creating the intro and outro of our track. Now, I have sort of like a outro right now, but I think I'm going to go work on the intro first, so that way the outro can be the opposite of our intro. Now, the biggest thing you got to keep in mind with doing your intros, guys, is you want to definitely make them interesting to hear, but you don't want to give too much away. So what I'm going to choose to do is just keep it simple. Maybe we'll hold out on some of the drums, or maybe we'll introduce them. You know, just go with the vibe, have fun, do what feels right. But again, at the end of the day, just make sure not to give it away and create anticipation for your track. Okay, so let's get straight into it, guys. So I believe we have our kick right here, and we're just gonna go with that guy. Okay, we have our drums here. Now we're gonna start off with probably, let's do like maybe the clap. No additive clap, because we kind of want to build to that, which is going to be up there. This is weird right here. Drop one. Yeah. And then we might come in with the toms later on in the intro. So we can maybe have it for here. Introduce, intro, amped up. So that amped up section definitely has to be brought up, as you can see. So introduction, open hat comes in here. So we're going to do the exact same thing with that. Oops, that's the clap. I'm getting mixed up here. And yeah, we'll do the open hat as well. Same process. I think that is the open hat, man. Okay. And we're just going to grab this guy. Let's drop it there. So that way we got So it's always moving the track forward, and that's what you always want to be doing, guys. I get questions asked all the time, like, hey, Sen, you know, I make loops and I can't, you know, finish a song. I'm like, arrange that shit out. If you have a song idea, arrange it out, and then from there you can kind of target specific parts that you feel are lacking or that you need. Okay, from there, you know, I always like to start the song off with an effect, and that's just me. That's just my style. Ever since Nicky Romero did it, it just stuck with me, so I always like to do something like of those sorts. Now, as you guys remember, on our main break, we did have a lot of tension stuff. We had a lot of strings and stuff, so we can actually use that in the introduction of our song. So we're going to be doing that. So let's grab this guy here, and maybe we could use it there just to add a bit of atmosphere. And we're just going to automate it a little differently, since we're not trying to create, again, we're not trying to create any build up or change. So maybe we can start off with this up here. Okay. From there, let's see what else we can add. Again, in this arrangement that we have, we're actually going from intro to the main break idea, which is going to be a simpler version of this guy here, and then we're going into a build-up. So the intro is very small, so we can definitely go a little bit more harder. But again, keep that in mind. The intro is going to the break; it's not going to the drop, so we can tease the break a little bit more than the drop itself. So we can definitely use these guys just to create that vibe. Like, I think I'm gonna go for these guys here. Okay, let's do the... Again, this is just simple stuff. I don't know if I'm going to have a fill there yet, but we'll see. But we're just going to set it. Okay, let's see what else we got. No.
motherfucking bass drop.
Alright, we're gonna make it a little, yeah, just so we get that little hit there. I'm gonna bring in the bass from the breakdown as well in the intro. Let's. That can work for us, but again, we don't want to give it all away too fast, and we don't want to automate like that either, because that's opening up. Okay, what we're gonna do as well is on the master, we're gonna grab our auto filter here and cut out some of the lows in that beginning part of the song. So maybe around there. Let's get rid of that because I don't want to see double right now. Messing with this. You definitely want to keep it going. We're gonna do that. Again, we want to kind of automate stuff so that the transitions sound smooth and they don't sound forced. So that works there. The resub, we'll keep it going through. Okay, I am going to use a fill, but I don't think I'm going to use the main fill of our drop here. We're going to use the ones that we put in between our drop to kind of create a little bit of a response. So I think those are... there they are, these guys. There we go. We're going to use these. And let's elongate it. Okay. Again, you know, just using what we already have for the intro. That's why I always find the intro's a lot easier once you have a main idea out, because it's literally... just kind of fucking with that. Let's see if we can kind of... like that. Let's keep this low at 0. Let's see if we can kind of... Okay. Again, I'm looking for stuff that I can maybe add in there. These might work, but I don't know if that's giving away too much. And again, we're going into the break, but I know these perks are going to work wonders there, so we're going to use it. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to have something happen with this guy. Okay, it has to be at the end there. Okay, and then let's mess with the... Just a little change, something that happens here nowhere else, just for fun. I think we're gonna have to automate that cutoff up. So we're gonna configure, click, and we're gonna automate that up just to get that full out blast that I'm looking for on it. So filter cutoff, we're gonna add it. It's just gonna happen here. Okay, we're gonna... Again, we're gonna add more effects. Again, it's all about making this feel like it's going somewhere, like it's going up in energy, creating anticipation for what's to come the next. That is the way that you create effective introductions to your music. Now, I do have these noises, which I am going to fucking add there because I feel they will add a lot to it. So we can start them from the beginning. Okay. Now we're going to add a bit of effects to kind of help that transition out a bit. Happens there, so I think we're gonna go like that. Okay, we are going to filter this atmosphere up as well. That way this makes a little more sense. Same thing here. I'm gonna put this. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, and we're gonna have this. The energy! The energy is there. And then that's a little off the impact, but. Oh, no. Yeah, so that's good so far. And then we're gonna do this break. Grabbing my pre-break tension stuff, so we are gonna have this guy here again. It's just a shorter version of it, so we're gonna do that. We'll probably start from here like so. Okay.
Back once again.
I'm trying to use these guys. I'm gonna use those in the intro. I like the, or maybe the pre-break.
Again.
Just fixing little things here that shouldn't be there.
Back once again.
Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust that.
Motherfucking beat. Motherfucking bass drop. Yeah. Motherfucking bass drop.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rework a couple of things here. And I keep getting these email updates, guys, but I hope you guys read them. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, there's a couple things we need to change though. Yeah, we got. Yeah, so that's gonna be our transition there, like so.
Motherfucker.
We're gonna do that.
Motherfucking bass drop. Yeah. Motherfucking bass drop. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this automation here and copy it over.
Motherfucking bass drop. Bass drop, back once again for that motherfucking bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again for that motherfucking bass. Back once again. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again for that motherfucking bass.
Just adding effects here, so really nothing to it, as you guys can see. But we're just adding the effects, so.
Motherfucking bass drop, back once again. Bass drop, back once again. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again. Back once again. Back once again. Again for that motherfucking bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again. Back once again for that.
I think something like that would work.
Motherfucking bass drop, back once again, back once again, back once again, back once again. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again, back once again.
Okay, let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is just copy this main break idea out. Because right now I'm having issues seeing what's missing.
Back once again. Back once again for that motherfucking beat. Motherfucking bass drop, back once again. Back once.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to decide to keep it this way. Just exactly the same as the second part, but what's going to change is the amount of tension that we create instead. I feel like that's going to be the best bet here, because I feel like if we change too much, it's not going to feel right. So we're just going to stick to it. All right, guys. So with the first break set out like that, we're going to work on the outro, and then we're going to call it a day. Next episode, we're going to have to work on the build-up. I feel like we need to add more to it, but I feel like we already have everything we need inside of the project file. We just have to find it and put it. And then from there, fine-tune a couple of things, work on the mix, get a master, and finish this up, wrap it up. Okay, so let's get to work on that outro since we already have the intros done.
Back motherfucking bass drop. Back motherfucking bass drop. Back motherfucking bass drop.
So in the outro, I'm going to actually go with that bass instead of doing what I did in the intro. And the reason for that is just that we're coming out of the drop verse. We're not coming out of a break. So I feel like it makes more sense to do that. I mean, I could definitely just copy and paste this first part of the outro, and I think it would make sense. So
motherfucking bass drop.
Of course, let's get rid of all of this.
Back motherfucking bass drop.
But again, it kind of loses a lot of momentum, and I feel like, I think we're better off doing it the other way.
Back motherfucking bass drop.
So what I'm going to do is have that. I'm going to bring in some of these elements here that we had in the introduction into that part of the outro. So we're just copy and pasting a lot of it. Let's see. There we go.
Motherfucking bass drop.
And then maybe the string could work. Gonna have some effects.
Motherfucking bass drop.
Let's get rid of the additive clap there.
Bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop. Bass drop. Back motherfucking bass drop. Back bass drop.
I think that one. But probably like this.
Motherfucking bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop. Back once again. Back motherfucking bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop. Motherfucking bass drop.
Again, just looking at stuff.
Bass drop.
I'm a huge fan of having these little vocal stills in the outro.
Back, motherfucking bass drop. Back, once again. Back, motherfucking. Back, once again. Bass drop. Back, once again.
Like, I like that. That's personally my style, so I think I'm gonna do
Fucking bass drop. Back, once again. Back, motherfucking. Back, once again. Back, motherfucking. Back, motherfucking. Once again. Back, motherfucking bass drop. Back, bass drop. Back, once again. Back, motherfucking. Back, once again. Motherfucking bass drop.
cool.
Motherfucking. Motherfucking bass drop. Back, bass drop. Back, back, bass drop.
Okay, we're gonna move that there.
Bass drop. Bass drop. Back. Bass drop. Back. Bass drop. Back. Once again. Back. Motherfucking. Back. Once again. Motherfucking bass drop.
Awesome. So we're gonna call it a day there, guys. So we have everything now. The idea of the intro and outro, as we talked about, is just to set it up, create anticipation, and do the opposite of that with the outro. Think about it like this: a DJ's gonna mix this part of your song with another in this section, and then they're gonna get rid of the bass in this part here. So you're still gonna have the vocal there playing. So I think that's always really cool to kind of give them that vibe. When I was a kid, I used to love the intro and outros of songs, especially when they were being mixed, just because it sounded so cool to me at the time. So think about it that way, guys. But again, the whole idea of the track is to move it forwards in creating variation. As you can see, we amp it up here. We have the main break, gets amped up. You can kind of see how the drums evolve as well. So that's something to keep in mind, okay? But with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys next time for another video. Peace out, take care, and you guys have a great rest of your